Who's this? Who is this?
Hi.
Hey. Why, it's Curt from Tears for Fears.
Just to pop along, say hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Good. I'm doing well. Long time no see.
So you're coming up on the world, you know, your own program now.
That's right. There's life after rock and roll, apparently.
Yeah.
What are you guys up to these days?
We're working in the studio, as ever. You know, we're sort of incompetent people who take ages over albums, you know.
So unlike ourselves,
of
right?
Course, yeah. So we should be finished sometime at the end of this year for release in January.
Now, you live in a rather, like, out in the country somewhere. You live in a small place, no?
Yeah, very small.
And you also, you and I have something in common. I believe that we both have studios in our houses, and we...
Stay away from people.
We stay away from people
in the middle of nowhere.
And more or less live for the work, for the time being. Is this not true?
Yeah, well, the least distraction, the better.
Yes, you know, they say, people ask where creativity comes from, and a lot of people say that it seems to pass through you. And it would seem that the less external input, the better for creativity. Do you find that to be so?
Yeah, most of the time. That's why, I mean, even living in a small city, I still moved out into the country where there's like no shops, you know, for about 5 miles or something.
Exactly.
I just feel, you feel more creative and you get a lot more done on your own, I find, anyway.
And I think that's a great philosophy. We're going to see a video from your last album, and it's called Pale Shelter. Pale Shelter. Tears for Fears. Now, that video was shot in my home, actually not my hometown, but my residence at the moment, Los Angeles, no?
That's right, yeah. We went over there just to do that video with a producer called Steve Barron.
Steve Barron, who has a film out now, I believe, called Electric Dreams. Yeah. Yes, I was involved. I don't think he is with Limelight anymore, but he was involved in a company called Limelight, which also did the Go Insane video of mine. And
seems to have a lot in common.
Yes, we've got a lot in common here. You and Roland have been friends for many years. How long have you guys been working together?
10 years. We started working together when we were 13 and we're still at
13?
school. So now I'm
And now you're
20,
16, right? 20.
Yeah.
All right. We don't have to say quite how old.
I was just thinking that while looking at the video, you know, I look about 5 years younger there.
Oh,
it's amazing how you can age in a year.
So you guys have been working together since you were 13.
That's right. Yeah.
That's a very special kind of relationship to have, something that is that those kind of bonds that were formed in those formative years. That's really unusual.
It's because we know so much about each other. You know, blackmail. We can't partner.
Well, that's great. You and I have one other thing in common that we were talking about earlier. We both like a particular artist whose video I think we're going to show in just a moment, Laurie Anderson.
That's right, yeah, I love Laurie Anderson stuff, especially his first album.
She's a real original, is she not?
Brilliant, yeah.
Very nice. Well, that's Tears for Fears again, Mother's Talk. Now, this is the current single, no?
Yeah, this is the single that's out at the moment, yeah.
This is a little different for you guys. That's Roland singing for a change, no?
Yeah, we thought, well, to keep life interesting as opposed to regurgitating all the stuff we've done before. And, you know, I mean, at times you have to look back and accept you've done that quite well and go on to other things. So we decided to sort of take a bit of a departure from our normal style.
Yes, I think it's important to take risks.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Now, do you have a single that you're working on now or that is finished that will be out soon?
Yeah, we finish it this week. It's going to be out in about 4 weeks, called Shout. Not a cover of the old Shout, a new Shout.
You guys don't waste any time, do you?
Well, some people say we do.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and it's been so long since we've seen each other.
Right, since all those years ago, you know.
Right, since we were both about 12. So, I'll tell you, I would love, if you come out to LA, I would love for you to come up to the house and see my studio.
I'd love to,
Maybe we could hang out a little bit.
When we get over there to play.
Absolutely. And young Curt here, and he is very young, has to say goodbye now. And we're going into something, it's a total non sequitur as far as I'm concerned. This is, but something that I enjoy, and you probably do as well.
Yeah, I love it.
ZZ Top has really made a great return, and this is Legs.